The Goo Goo Dolls. So good. Reminds me, there's a Peloton instructor in every 90s ride. She says the same joke, and it's been minus 2'd so much by me that it's come around to a plus 2. Every time she plays the Goo Goo Dolls, she says, there's two kinds of people in the world. Those who love the Goo Goo Dolls and liars. And the joke is not funny. It also doesn't make sense because I don't like the Goo Goo Dolls, and I'm not lying. I just don't think they're very good. But I laugh now because it's just become like her catchphrase. Also, I've been trying to cook this tweet for a while, but I don't think I'm gonna ever tweet it because tweeting is not it's not my forte anymore unless I'm on vacation. It's something like Peloton classes go crazy. The instructor will be like 60 to 70 cadence, 45 to 55 resistance out of the saddle. I want to feel the burn in your glutes. There is no such thing as objective reality. Reality is created by the sum of our conscious perception in this class. Feel the burn right between your butt cheeks. Something like that. That, like, the amount of inspirational tone switching is just, while Tom Petty's like, you don't know how it feels to be me plays. All right, get out of the saddle. You could do anything you've ever wanted to put your mind to. The only thing putting limits on you is yourself. Your parents don't love you. Only I love you. Okay, now 10 seconds. Go a little faster. Someone could cook it, though. The problem is you can't tweet it because then it just becomes $2,000 exercise bike. I can't laugh at anything. Yo, bell curve meme, teriyaki chicken on both ends with sushi in the middle. Someone in chat gave me a +2. Extremely good meme. I +2 that as well. Wojak with the caved in head. I'll just have the teriyaki chicken. Wojak, whose brain is so big he uses it as a chair. I'll just have the teriyaki chicken. Weeping Wojak with the, the hair and the glasses that I'm talking about in the middle. Can I get a California roll, a dolphin roll, and a red dragon roll, please, with edamame and miso soup? Can you let this go? There's dozens of us, okay? I thought you hated edamame. I do. I'm either the Wojak whose brain is so big he's sitting on it as a chair, or the Wojak with his head caved in. It really depends on the day. Although today I'm feeling a lot better than I was feeling at the end of yesterday's stream, for sure. I actually slept in. I woke up at like 3 a.m. and then I said, not today, Satan. And I slept until about 5:45. Did you roll some of the herb? I'm not going to answer that. I don't think you can smoke weed with a kid. Like, obviously you can't do it with your child. But, like, what if you smoke the weed and then your kid gets RSV and you have to go to, like, the emergency room or something? Don't they just take your kid away? Something like that? I'm sure it happens. Yeah, then you go up and they're like, what seems to be the problem? And you're like, Zaza! My mom works in a school and the majority of parents she sees smells like weed when they come in. I will say, we met some of my parents' friends when we were in my hometown. And one of them traveled to New York recently. And he said they recently legalized marijuana. The entire island of Manhattan has a fog, and everyone is high all the time, and everyone smells like cannabis. Which I don't think he was saying it as if it was necessarily like a negative thing. It was just an observation. I don't know if it's like, and then the baby looked at me, and like Ralph Wiggum from the Simpsons. I don't know if he's maybe putting some exaggeration on it, but. No, I would never do a weed stream. First off, I think all that stuff is like personal choice. It's the same reason like I would never do a drunk stream. Whatever you choose to do in your personal time doesn't really bother me at all. But I don't want to. We got what's the word I'm looking for here? Whether you want to be an influencer or not, you're kind of an influencer. So you got impressionable people that, you might be like 27 and you're like, I'm not going to smoke weed at work. But if you're like 15 and you see me smoke some weed and play Wordle, you might be like, holy cow, that's like my dream. And you might fuck up your whole life. You might not. I don't know. It might ascend you, but I just don't want to have that much responsibility for your for your outcome, you know? But then also, anytime I get high, because I do it like once every 5 years, I have no tolerance, so I'm like not entertaining at all. I just, the whale passes me the boof, and then 15 minutes later, I'm just like, I'm not tired, but I'm just sitting on the couch like the man in the iron mask, just watching everything happen around me and just laughing. I can't generate any laughs, but I'll laugh at anything that happens at all. I would not be a good streamer. I would be like a great second guy on the couch, though. I would be a great Ed McMahon to somebody else's, whoever the fuck Ed McMahon's host was. Probably Johnny Carson. No, I'm not gonna smoke weed with Chib, man. It kind of scares me. I would have some beers with Chib. I can handle my alcohol, but I don't think I could. I don't think I could do any other drug with Chib because he's not like when he went to Los Angeles, he was doing poppers. I'm not gonna do poppers. Are you crazy? It's not Studio 54. I'm more of like a Susudio 54 sort of guy. Susudio 34. Then he was saying like some of the other dudes he was with, they were just popping like boner pills for sport. I just don't have any interest in hanging out with really like almost anybody on the planet and popping a bunch of boner pills and then just being like, look, I got a boner. Like, where do you go from there? The thing is, I know you're going to be like, I know where they go from there, but I don't think that's where they went from there. I think they just got boners and then we're like, look at how much of a boner I got. And then they just kept hanging out or something like that. I don't know. It's not my scene, okay? I said it when MALF and Kate and I were hanging out. We were talking about Josh. And I said, this is my genuine philosophy. I know this sounds crazy. You don't think that I'm a party animal? Back in my day, I drink a couple of IPAs and do the drop it and pick it up challenge. Doesn't bother me. But I like to be the craziest guy at the party, okay? Because if other people at the party are crazier than me, I get pulled by their crazy gravity to be like crazier than I want to be. So Josh and I are like a 2-star system that has an unstable equilibrium because we're both like equally crazy and we just like we spiral into the ether. It's better when I'm at the high end of the party. If I'm at the low end of the party's going too hard, and that's a real problem. It's better to be the only guy at the party that's had 2 beers because everybody else is sober than it is to be the only guy at the party who's had 2 beers because everybody else has had like 17 beers. That's like, you got to get out of there. You got to go home. Anyway, I don't go too crazy anymore. I mean, I was up at like 5 a.m. this morning. NLB, like, I might just frick around and play Super Smash Bros. At this party. That's true. That's a good description of my university experience. But again, I know it's a little bit cursed. When I was in university, only 2 Smash Bros. Games were out. We played Smash 64. In another life, could have played 2,000 hours of drunk Melee, and then maybe I could have turned that into some kind of like notoriety in the esports world. Mommy gave you some medicine? Oh, giving some medicine to Tomo. Oh, that's good. Because Tomo's a little constipated, right? He feels okay, but he needs to take a poop, right?
No, he took it from his body.
Now he what?
He took it from his body.
He needed to push the poop out from his body? No.
That was a stroller.
A stroller?
A stroller.
Oh, he threw up?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He needs to poop so he doesn't throw up, right?
Yeah. We had to give him some more medicine.
Yeah, mommy has to give him a little bit more medicine. It's okay. Tomo, he's got a nervous stomach. I think he's shy at pooping. He didn't want to poop when we weren't here because he was nervous about the cat sitter or something. But we've fed him so much Restoralax that he's got to squeeze it out soon. Some food for me? Oh my God, thank you, honey. Strawberries for me? And a spoon? Oh my God, look at this. I'm not sure I can eat all this. Holy cow, just give me a second here. You see this? Ah, it's a pretty big strawberry. Whoa, it's so tasty.
I made it for you.
Thank you, honey. You made it for me? All right, welcome to the Dulls. Fancy restaurants be like, so true. All right, copper, petroleum, bananas. Bananas. You got some more food for me?
And then that's favorite.
You know it's my favorite food.
That is yours.
My favorite food.
That's a cereal.
Milkshake O's. It's a cereal.
Yes. I thought that's for you.
You got it for me?
Yeah.
Thank you, honey. And the spoon, too?
That's some.
The baby's not, she's still mid-transition to the next daycare, so we got her at home this week. You're like the, well, I was going to say you're like Kramer on Seinfeld. Everybody cheers when you show up, but let's not give you the curse of prophecy, you know? Yeah, don't open that drawer, though. That's where Daddy shoves all the documents that he gets from the Canada Revenue Agency and then says he'll deal with them later, but then, like, you just get busy. Is that funny? Yeah, that's funny.
Let me find my makeup.
Okay, you can go find your makeup. Okay. I am going to federal prison. This must be around the equator. It must be mountainous because there's mines. If civilization has taught me anything, there's gold. There must be mountains here. Scrap iron, Vespine gas, passenger and cargo ships. My guess is it has a coast in that case. What the heck is northwest of Ecuador? Is that even possible? Yes, I would say it's possible. In my head, I'm like, Peru is on like the west coast of South America, and then there's like Bolivia, but Bolivia has no coast, I think. It does have a lot of mountains. I would assume maybe naively there would be like lithium somewhere on here instead of copper and petroleum, but this has to be like Central America then, right? It's southeast of Guatemala. Could it be Costa Rica? It's 300 kilometers away from Costa Rica. Could it be Panama, perhaps? Oh, baby! You know what's funny? Everybody calls out the binary search in the housing games. Nobody calls out the binary search in geography. Where you're just like, let me split the difference, let me split the difference, and then eventually you get there. We got there today. I do? Well, don't, okay? I mean, that's how all these games are played. You got to know the map. Well, so I really feel, to be honest with you, I know that geography class in life is not just, memorize the countries on Earth and their flags and their capitals. But, like, I feel like if you had kids from the 6th grade onwards play Tradle, Worldle, Globla, and Travela every single day, they would have such amazing, just for 15 minutes a day in school, they would know the whole world. It would get drilled in there. They'd be geniuses. Instead, you always got to be like, oh, what's the biggest river in Canada? And you got to be like, I don't know. I don't even know the answer. Probably the St. Lawrence, if I had to guess. Anybody know the answer to this one? The Mackenzie? Where the hell's the Mackenzie River? It's north? How far north? It's the biggest one? How do you not know it? I don't know what to tell you. Basically anything north of Vancouver I'm kind of like unfamiliar with, to be honest. Anything north of like Sudbury or Sault Ste. Marie, just forget about it. No disrespect, there's like 10,000 people in the whole country that live north of that latitude. It's just, it's mighty cold and sort of like desolate up there. Worldle. Holy cow. Am I allowed to show this? Bro, look at these ads that I'm getting. This is like, what are these shorts, dude? Is this a short that has a pocket where you can holster a knife or something? Why is there a skull on it? Like, what is this? What are these ads, dude? I mean, they're 80% off. That's pretty cheap. It's got a built-in belt. These are pants that you carry weapons in, right? What have you been buying? I don't know, man. Like nothing. Maybe that's why this is the vacuum of cookies. Whenever I go to a website that's like, we need to like advise you of our cookie policy, I'm like, reject all. So instead, I'm getting like average 34-year-old British Columbian male drip. My dad would love these. Just search it. I'm not going to link you, okay? I have no clue what this country is. Except it looks like something that would lead to an appointment with your urologist. Or a chiropractor. If like this is your head, this is your back, and I'm not going to... We don't need to go there. Anyway, I have no idea. Is it Israel? That is not how it's spelled. That's Israel. Oh no! What is it? Djibouti! Oh, I got lost. Now we know. Now we'll always remember. Djibouti is, it kind of looks like a man trying to eat a shovel or his own, you know what. A romance comedy drama that didn't do so well. It didn't do so badly. I mean, for a movie, for a romance to even chart, like Memorial Day weekend, is kind of surprising. Stars Diane Keaton. Oh, it's one of those fucking, it's complicated. Something like, you know what I'm talking, old people doing it. You know what this is the one with Alec Baldwin. Jane Fonda. This is like 75 for Brady or something. I have no idea. Reveal all hints. 4 lifelong friends decide their lives could change by becoming nasty and reading 50 Shades of Grey in their monthly blank blank to get inspiration on how to handle sexual pleasure at an elderly age. That is book club because this must be book club. Okay, I'll take my 0 points, but they get nasty. Decide their lives could change by becoming nasty. Holy cow. Old ladies behaving badly. What's the tagline? The next chapter's always the best. It's made $40 million at the box office. Probably petered out around 45, 50 million. Not that noteworthy. It's a comedy starring Melissa McCarthy. 2018. Ghostbusters must have made more money than this. This could be Identity. I don't think it's Identity Thief, but actor 2, Molly Gordon. I don't know any of these movies that she's in, just to be honest. And Jillian Jacobs, I just don't know it. Give life the old college try. When her husband suddenly dumps her, longtime dedicated housewife Deanna turns regret into reset by going back to college, landing in the same class and school as her daughter, who's not entirely sold on the idea. Plunging headlong into the campus experience, the increasingly outspoken Deanna, now D-Rock, embraces freedom, fun, and frat boys on her own terms, finding her true self in a senior year no one ever expected. No, thank you. I have no idea what this is called. I give up. It's called Life of the Party. I was in the 33rd percentile today. Not so good. Sounds like dog water. Oh, man. It does sound really bad. This is Persona 5. Metacritic score of 74. This is like The World Ends With You. GameCube and PlayStation 2. Fatal Frame. Action adventure shooter. I'm just gonna say it. This looks like dog water. I have no idea. Released in 2005. Oh, is this there's 2 of them. One of them is called Killer 7. The other one is, I always forget what it is. Are you Killer 7? You are Killer 7. Okay. Because there's two games I'm thinking of, okay? One of them, they were both like highly anticipated and then both flopped. One of them, no disrespect to Killer 7. One of them's Killer 7. Not 13, but I could see how you would say that. Starring David Duchovny. It's, I think it came out for the Xbox, not the GameCube. And it's the guy on the cover is like, it's like a cyber guy and he's like looking down. He's going like, you know this one? And then the guy who was making it, like the auteur, too human. You got it. The auteur behind Too Human was like very loud and outspoken, and then the game flopped, and I've never heard anything from him ever again. I don't know if that's my recollection at least. Hint 6 goes crazy. You know what? You're absolutely right. Amazing. Oh no, it's Gamedel. Gamedel's where your brain has to be at its peak. Especially, don't even get me started on all these. I'm so sick of these. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Just about every game that came out from 2006 to 2012 was pure ass, unless it was indie games. Like every single one was like a guy with a beard on steroids shoots a gun from behind a half wall. Like this might be an Uncharted or it might be Spec Ops: The Line. I'm going to say this is Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception. I've played no I've played no Uncharteds, dude. Oh man. I have not played a single Uncharted. It just had the vibe of it being like his third game. I don't have anything else to say. Doesn't it look like, I mean, there's like a blimp crash or something in the background. It looks like he's being deceived. Or is he doing the deceiving? I guess we'll never know. Okay. This is number 2. Meet my associate, number 2. This is Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness. They don't even have it. That's how bad it is. This is Tomb Raider Legend. Nope, this is The Walking Dead. 400 Days. Dead Rising 3. Oh, it's Resident Evil. Four? Yeah, okay, it's Resident Evil 4. There you go. I've never played it or see it playing. See it playing? Seen it played? His head, though? Doesn't it look like a game based on like a YouTuber or something? You'll always log on to Twitter and the trending topic will be like, is Thin Billy okay? And you're like, what the hell's Thin Billy? Is it like a dog and it's some 17-year-old kid with 11 million subscribers who stubbed his toe? Get well soon, Thin Billy! What is this ad, dude? Something's wrong with my computer. I've been hacked by a 70-year-old man from another country. Like, what is this ad? Translation required. Star Wars Jedi Survivor Deluxe PlayStation 5. What does it even mean? No movie with Austin Pendleton can be all bad, but this one makes a game try. Who the hell is Austin Pendleton? Is Austin Pendleton? Get well soon, Austin Pendleton. This is a 16-year-old kid with the ramen noodle haircut. He's got 21 million subscribers. He drives a Lamborghini. He got the sniffles. Get well soon, Mr. Pendleton Games. John Badham's Pinocchio story is sweet, silly, and now charmingly old-fashioned. Pinocchio, Geppetto's, Puppet Master, the Littlest Reich. What the hell was that? Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. I thought they were all at computers. Are they at computers or are these... These are computers. What is this? What is this? They got the ultra wide. Because it looks like there's sewing machines because there's clothes around. But there's no way this kind of monitor, this is not a flat screen, man. There's no way the flat screen existed. This has got to be like the 60s or something. It looks so much, dude, we can't let this clip escape our stream. People will be like, the biggest morons on the planet are going to be like, people are getting confused by a black and white photo of ultra-wide iPads from 1961. Oh, you didn't know the Illuminati had iPads back then? I'm already making a TikTok about it. Yo, but people are kind of going a little too hard on the people on TikTok who hold like an object behind a piece of paper, and then they're like, how can the mirror see the object?
Look at this.
Oh my god.
How does the mirror know that that's there?
That's a teachable moment, okay? We all who are like thinking critically are like, light isn't just like straight beams, like the shit is bouncing around like crazy. But like, they're adults though. It's just something you gotta just say, like, light goes bzzz. You don't have to be like, wow, they're so stupid. Their ass is probably making like 175 grand a year owning their own contracting company. Your ass got a PhD in like literary studies from Harvard. You're just bullying people on Twitter. Like, who's the loser? They're literally just living their lives. Bullying is fun though? Well, that's true. I don't know what this is. This is 2015. This is when the Amazon Fire tablet came out. I don't know, man. It's 19... I don't think it's the 60s. I don't know. It's hard. This is a really hard one. Because, like, this shit is from, like, the Great Depression. But then, like, she's from Blade Runner. So I don't know. It's somewhere between, like, 1920 and 2200. Like, I have no idea. Is she not the girl from Blade Runner? What are you doing? Look at this. Okay, there's no computers here because look at what she's reading right there. She's reading the damn phone book on her lunch break. Everybody else is like, oh, I wish it was my lunch break so I could read the phone book. Witness the managerial class. Making sure nobody sneezes or they'll be reprimanded. Are they making whoopee cushions? Like, what's happening over here? You guys like to buy C's or M's? I'm more of an M guy myself, but now that I see how many M's there are, I'm like, dude, I might switch to C. I don't want to be wearing the same thing as everybody else. I have no idea. I have no clue. It's 1965. Fuck. That was a really hard one. I had no idea. This is Steve Wozniak demonstrating the proper way to initiate foreplay. I would have to say, sorry, Steve. I'm going to say this is 1980. 1986. Okay, fair enough. Holy cow. The short shorts, man. Old Kentucky Restaurant, Lounge, and Bar in, what is this, like, Little America in England? Maybe it's Ireland? This looks like the early 1980s. I think I'm kind of washed today. I'm going to say this is 1982. We didn't do so hot today. Do cities in other countries have Little America districts? It's a good question. I'm always like surprised when I go to Japan and then there'll be like a lineup to get into a Carl's Jr. or something like that. And they have like models outside that are like, please eat the most disgusting hamburger you've ever seen in your entire life. They're handing you like laminated menus outside of the Carl's Jr. You see salarymen in full business suits that are like lined up to eat the burger that dripped on Paris Hilton when she was in the ad. Like, it's, anyway. Presented by Emily Schmidt Compass. Did you think Compass is the name of the like property management firm that she works for, or do you think that she married a guy named like Bill Compass or something like that? That's such a like it's such a fake name. Emily Schmidt Compass. Yes, Hey, thanks for coming to the open house. My name is Emily Schmidt-Compass. I represent the sellers. Yes, that's my husband, Christopher Columbus Compass. TimeGuessr. I'm scared to play TimeGuessr again. See a photo of like me getting consulted by the urologist before my orchidectomy. This one's going to show you how you die. Give generously, Tangier, Gibraltar, sponsored charity row. Or is it, if this is England, isn't this a charity row? That seems a little dangerous. Hey, Mel Gibson called, so it don't pick up. So I was going to say, is Mel Gibson called? He wants his signs back. But if Mel... Honey, the telephone, who is it? If it's Mel Gibson, tell him I'm not here. Oh, man. This is Windsor Castle. Pre-2020, which is somewhere around here, near Basildon, near Braintree. Where the hell is Windsor? Like, this is what throws me for a loop. Like, what, I guess is what happens when your country's, like, old. But, like, my ass was there, and I don't even know, like, where it is. Like, it was in the middle of nowhere. But it was also, like, 45 minutes from London. So, like, where the hell was Windsor, dude? Like, where was I? Can somebody tell me where Windsor is? It's west. It's near Reading. Wokingham? Nobody tell Twitter. Whatever, man. I'm just gonna put us right there. Circa 2017. It's 2011, and it wasn't even Windsor. It was the Rock of Cashel. Who's the Rock of Cashel? I only know the Rock of America. The hell happened here? So New York. This is the fire department of New York. They're just posing like right next to the scrap metal. It's not a plane. I know it says United. There's no way this is a plane, man. There's no way. What is it? It was shaped like a paper plane, man. There's no way. It is? There's no way this is an airplane, dude. What, it crashed like just in the middle of the road? What else could it be? It's a truck. It's just a truck or something. I don't think this is an airplane. I think this is early 1960s New York City. I think a truck exploded in Edgewater. You got it spot on. Aftermath of a mid-air plane crash? Holy cow, they got pretty lucky to land it in the middle of the road. United Airlines? Oh, I know, there's also United Trucking. This doesn't look like an airplane to me. Obviously it is, but like, that's the wing? I don't buy it. How do we do? 42,000! It is a plane? We all know it's a plane now. I'm just saying it doesn't look like a plane. It looks like the inside of a tractor trailer. No wonder they were crashing back then. Say sausage, keep it going. Okay, we're going to pivot to Showgunners. Which means I have a little bit of housekeeping to do first. Showgunners. Wake up, honey. XCOM meets the Running Man just dropped. Exclamation point, Showgunners. And then, of course, we'll put FTC disclosure in there so I don't end up going to federal prison. It's XCOM meets the Running Man meets Smash TV. Come watch. In solidarity of the writer's strike, I will not be writing any more emails. Canada's kind of sick right now. There was a public workers strike, and then they resolved the strike, but the Canada Revenue Agency, which is our IRS, said, screw that, we're going to keep striking. I mean, I didn't like my taxes anyway, but at the same time, you know, it's nice to know that there's nobody double checking. Double based. Should we play on Ironman? Probably not immediately. I'll play on normal difficulty. Listen, I've beaten some tactical games in my life before. I'm not gonna say that I'm the greatest tactical gamer of all time, because the greatest tactical gamers of all time would get offended at my lies, but I kind of know what I'm doing. Plus, I've watched a lot of TV in my life, so the aesthetic lends itself well to my strengths, which is mostly watching reruns of WKRP in Cincinnati while I'm homesick from school. Oh, well, somebody's sleepy.
Wait, I don't believe it. She's moving. I'm not sure I've ever seen a contestant with more pure grit than this.
Me when I'm slightly jet lagged, but I still have to do the dishes before bed.
How much longer can Scarlet last?
Nothing. Gonna stop me.
You're gonna +2 that? Really?
Not sure she wants to
I'll
hang
take it.
around those explosive barrels for too long.
Not so fast, bitch.
Excuse me, is Jesse Pinkman?
Ambush right in front of the healing station.
Trigger happy and murderous. Dodge death row for a chance to kill some more. That's Deadshot. I know Deadshot. I've seen James Gunn's Suicide Squad movie. Movement and actions require action points. So listen, let me tell you. I have I've beaten XCOM. I've beaten XCOM 2. I played a little Chimera Squad. I'm the only person on the planet, apparently, who beat Midnight Suns. That's not Deadshot, that's Deathstroke. You know it's... You think I didn't know that? Because the two characters' names are so different that it was easy for me to tell their names apart, okay? One of them's Deathstroke and one of them's Deadshot. Everybody knows that. I was making a joke. I wasn't making a mistake. I've never made a mistake. There is Twitch integration as well, but I'm scared. Like, I always feel like with Twitch integration, it's every single time they let chat vote on something in any Twitch integrated game, it's always like, would you like to give your streamer flowers or hand grenades? And then everybody's like, it's like 97% hand grenades. There's always one person in chat that's like, we've been trying to, come on, we've really, like, we've been bending him over a little bit. Could we just give him the flowers for once?
Make her way to the healing station.
What's your favorite Overwatch position? I haven't read the Kama Sutra, so I'm not fully
No dice on the
well
Overwatch.
versed in that stuff.
Looks like the arena's about to get a bit more crowded.
Doggy style. Good answer. Well, reload you first.
Ready for some more bang bang.
No comment. I got no comment on that one.
He tops off his weapon.
What's his weapon?
Tune in tomorrow night to see how these determined challengers deal with the dangers of the old quarter, including a
We have
new
made it
defender they've
to
never
the
faced
old
before.
quarter. You'd be right at home in the old quarter? What are you talking about? I'm 34. That's still younger than the average person in the country where I live, although maybe not like in the world. 34 and you still can't eat salmon? Excuse me, you have me confused with Nacho Husband. I eat salmon. I also like nachos, but I eat salmon, I would probably say, like, probably 50 times more than I eat nachos. And I can make them myself. 34 and you can't eat cold cuts? That's because of the nitrates! I'm trying not to consume a class 1 carcinogen. Absolutely dominating Blanky mode on the couch. Working through my 3rd season of The Good Place when my wife brings me nachos not asked for. Is Spam a class 1 carcinogen? It might be a class 0. Because it's like, it's meat, it's processed, it's canned, like it's... But it is tasty. It is tasty. It's meat? Oh, it's meat. Yeah, guys, there's meat.
Wonder what's on the menu.
And a lot of other stuff, too.
Will be provided intravenously via your rejuvenation chamber.
Marty's not gonna
Snacks and
die.
drinks are available in
He's
the
level
restaurant
8.
area.
He's impossible to
Think I'll
kill.
pass.
Well, You popped your cherry, kid.
All right, I'm out of here. Now I'm going to enter my rejuvenation chamber. I'm just not comfortable with the kind of language you're using. What do you think? Would you watch this if this was real life? Would you watch the murder show? I would like to say that I wouldn't. I would like to say that it's unethical and it's immoral. But, like, I already watched Physical 100. Like, the next logical step would just be shows where people are getting impaled on walls of spikes, maybe? Maybe? Okay, careful, careful. You don't run straight through that.
Nobody's gonna have time to stop for a snack during this challenge. Hey, over here.
Oh, a little autograph for you.
You look a bit like her.
Sorry to disappoint.
This is the mole from Austin Powers 3. I'm going to sign this as... I'm going to be a nice guy. I'm going to be a face. Hope you get to meet Jane. Love, Scarlet. Can I blast him through the wall?
Hit by a spike trap.
There'll be another healing station. It's okay. Zoop.
That's it.
I made
for the
it.
Trap.
Okay. How about this? Can we open this door? We cannot. Oh!
Snagged on a tripwire.
I'm not cut out for this, man.
And it's another reward box.
Okay, we did get a frag grenade. I appreciate that. Oh, I wish that maybe Marty would go through some of the traps for me. I've lost like 70% of my HP already. Oh, man.
If these former luxury apartment buildings weren't condemned, they'd be a great place to watch the show from.
He's right. He's absolutely right. Autographs? You can have an autograph, of course. What the heck? This is like the older brother from Game Night. Gotta catch 'em all. That's, you know what I'm saying? Hope you enjoy your autograph number 2, Scarlet. That seems like something I would actually write at a PAX. When somebody hands me a diamond Minecraft sword to sign, and then they're like, they say, thanks, I'm a big fan of your videos, and then after I sign it, they say, do you know where Uber Haxor Nova is? And I say, no. I've never met him before in my entire life. It's no disrespect. I'm not creating beef or anything like that, but why would I know where Uber Haxor Nova is? My wife is in chat. She says she's 118 years old. Kate, I am not beating the old allegations today. So, like, you're not making it any easier on me. Chad already said I'm 54 years old. I told them I'm not 54. I'm 34. They said, what's the difference?
Setting up a kill zone.
Then I said I'm younger than average, and Chad said the average person on Earth is a 26-year-old man from China. And I said, well, listen, I can only compare myself to the frame of reference which I'm in right now. By Canadian standards, I'm actually pretty young. We got an old country. I just got back from a 4-hour exam and I don't know what to do. Well, you know what? You could always remember it could be worse, brother. It could be a prostate exam.
Getting his clock clean.
What does that mean? It means I'm not experienced at giving prostate exams or prostate massages, so it wouldn't be a pleasant experience for either of us. I don't know what I'm doing down there. I only access the organ indirectly. What do you mean indirectly? You know, through like through alternative means, not direct. I'm sorry to the sponsor, not direct stimulation, but I'm sure it gets activated during other activities, right? Why'd you do that motion? Because I don't know what I'm doing down there. You know what would be a sick idea for an airplane? What if they had, you know how airplanes, they got the one aisle? And, well, if you got a big one, then there's the 2 aisles. And then there's the 3-piece on the middle and the 2 3-pieces on the sides. What if they made a plane, now hear me out. It goes aisle, seats, aisle, and then here's the genius part, okay? The overhead bins face the exterior aisles. So you come in on the exterior aisles and put your overhead stuff in the overhead facing out, and then it leaves the gangway clear so you can get to and from the bathroom and the galley. without having to bump into people trying to grab their luggage and stuff from the top. No window seat? Who cares about the windows? You can still look out the window. Where's the genius part? The genius part is when I need to retrieve my Nintendo Switch mid-flight. I'm not, you know, bumping into somebody who has to stand up every 10 minutes. It's genius for me and me alone, I guess. Why is your Switch in your overhead and not under the seat? Listen, there's a lot of... Because sometimes it's just easier to put it in the duffel bag and then put it in the overhead. And then a little later in the flight, I realize, oh, Ant-Man doesn't come out on Air Canada until May 9th. So my ass is out there watching, you know, Billy Eichner's Bros or something. And I'm like, some Wildfrost would really hit right now. Why are you taking the side of the airlines, brother? They're bending you over. You're making everybody else cope with your own mistake? There's no coping. I'm adding extra aisles to the side of the airplane so we can all move around a little easier. I cut some Costco Canada executive coupons out and northernlion said, just when I thought you couldn't be any sexier. That's actually a true story. That's my wife who originally wrote that, by the way. I went out to the kitchen and there were 3 cutout Costco coupons on the counter. And they said executive members only. One of them was $5 off lunch meat. One of them was $5 off Quaker Oats chewy chocolate bars. I forget what the third one was. I did say, just when I thought I couldn't be any more attracted to you, you go and do something like this.
Huh? Let's give 'em a
Take
show,
notes,
I
fellas.
suppose.
Wait, now what?
Costco should sponsor you, followed by the comment, Costco should never sponsor you. Look what happened to Peloton. Excuse me, Peloton did not sponsor me, for one. Secondly, Peloton's stock price going down has nothing to do with my endorsement of them, okay? It's, we're in a secular bear market that, in particular, really affected the pandemic work-from-home winners from 2020 to 2021, okay? People got out over their skis. It's got nothing to do with me. No, Marcus! He was level 12. They crushed his damn head.
Believe it. Marty Manson's attempt to be the show's first 2-time champion has been cut short.
Run for it, Marty.
What about Scarlett? She manages to reach the elevator.
I just bought him like a great weapon too. Let's talk about a sunk cost. It's okay, you can donate it to charity. Honestly, that's a good point. Hang on. Marty won't be using his weapons anymore. It's safe to donate them. Let's go! 100 fan approval. What happened to Marty? I just got back. Who's gonna tell him? Marty, let's just say his head got crushed by the steel boot of Ulysses. In so many words.
Allow me.
Ah! Optional
How
objectives?
the hell did you do that?
Pretty simple to hack.
So, the door downstairs.
Medkit,
that
frag
was you
grenade.
too?
Let me in.
Smells like something's burning in the diner.
Holy cow.
Now that's a ring of fire, and it burns, burns, burns.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
That is over. These fans can't be pleased with that.
It was so easy. It was, dude, load last. It was so, I got so stun locked. Oh,
Thanks,
man.
but
Okay.
why did you help me?
Whew.
Looked like you needed it.
Can't argue with that, but
What say we get
Imagine
out of here
your
first?
Iron Man campaign got finished by that. That's so good. Bang gang. It's so frickin' big, the range, you perv. Excuse me?
But it made for some good TV.
Maybe we don't have to open every single door we come across.
Are you actually mad at me for being a completionist? You insult me? Autographs? Have I been here? I'm lost. Feel like we've been here. I'm going back the other way. He's going backwards again. Nope, wrong. I'm going forwards again. Through here.
Anybody home?
doesn't look look like the exit, but it might be worth
That's
checking
another
out.
tactical battle. I'm going this way.
Need a key card.
It's a damn maze. There's a room near the shop behind the mine.
Perfect
Oh!
timing. Nicely done.
I'm crazy?
Steady hand.
I'm the best to ever do it? Are you seeing
With
this?
Another award. Just in time. Did it.
Okay, I literally just walked into that one. I can't really pretend that that was anybody's fault but my own. Okay, I mean, listen, we could go in here. Well, let's go in here. Why not? Oh.
Oh shit.
Scarlet's in a tight
Ho!
spot.
I'm okay.
Trying to disarm it.
It's Mario Party, dude. It's just Mario Party. I can handle this. But then remember, you couldn't handle the flames. Remember the flames in a circle? You couldn't handle those. And you think you can handle this? I think I got it. I think I got it figured out, honestly. Let me go. Oh. Bro, disable the traps here. Help me out.
Careful around those spike walls.
I'm embarrassed.
Got it.
Thank you. I appreciate
Free
it.
Scarlet from the trap.
Oh,
Long
man.
enough.
It really did take you long enough, just
Dressing
for the
those
record.
wounds.
Looks like one of us will have to operate the switches.
And the other is in for a bit of a spin.
Spin me?
Straight into the steam.
Okay, don't spin me through the steam, though.
That's one fan. How many more to go? Round and round they go.
Round and round, the mulberry bush. The monkey chased the weasel. That's the way the money goes. Pop goes the weasel. Sorry about that one, Tibble. It's my mistake. Sorry about that one, brother. You okay? Yeah, forget the loot, man. Be happy just to live.
Hot and humid. And they're both on the other side.
Can't say I'm a big fan of that puzzle.
Tibble.
Sorry.
Could have been better. La Casa de la Muerte? I believe that means Pizza Hut in Spanish. By the way, my daughter has, I don't know if it's like a bad habit or if it's just cute. Any language that's not English or Korean, she thinks is Spanish. We were in the playground yesterday. There were two people speaking what sounded to me like Russian. She walked over to them, pointed, she was like 6 feet away from them, and said, "Daddy, Spanish, Spanish." And I was like, okay, sorry. They didn't really acknowledge it, but I thought it was cute at least. Long shot yank. What is this? George Washington's original chances during the American Revolution, but we all know how that worked out. Anyway, I mean, I think 8 damage aimless is kind of crazy. But what are you again? The Clunk Masters, the Junk Tribe. The Mighty Duckman. You do attack pretty often, though. You know what? Let's give it a chance. Long shot yank. You're so bad, man. Like 6 cooldown. I get that you restore health, but come on. This seems like a snuff situation. Don't even show MALF how many names I got in my journal, okay? It's an embarrassment. I know this guy, he won his first ever game of, oh, sure, go ahead, gain a little +1 there. He won his second game ever of Wildfrost. But the other thing is, I know MALF, and I know that MALF probably spent 4 hours on his first run. I haven't even played the game for 4 hours yet. So as far as I'm concerned, we're all like still pretty close together. Hey, chat already told you about the fact that in the shop... What? Oh. Hey, NL, did Chad already tell you about the shop fun fact that if you get items with being stubborn and clicking a few more times on them, as long as you only lack 1 gold, some people say it even works with 2 gold, but that never worked for me. Okay, I understand. If you try to buy things multiple times in the shop, even if you're 1 gold short, they'll still let you do it. It's good to know. I did not know that. Thank you. You get a 1 gold discount in the shop. Is that true IRL as well? You're going to say, what do you mean? I'll tell you what I mean, okay? Like, if I ordered something at a restaurant and I was like $1 short or a day late, would they just accept my $9? Or would they be like, this is supposed to be $10 and they'd throw me in prison or something? I've never been in that situation. It sounds like a nightmare, just to be honest. This got me a little scared. How would you tip? Well, I would hope that in this situation they would just understand that a tip would probably not be possible, but I mean, I'm not really trying to be like a jerk about it. I'm just saying, have you ever had to do the thing where you have to, and such as, you know what have you ever had to do the thing where you clean dishes in the back because you didn't have the money to pay for your meal? Is that a thing that really happens? It happens in TV shows all the time. You would think like once every night at a restaurant, they got a man in the back doing dishes to pay for his food. Yes, every day I'm a dishwasher. I guess you do dishes to pay for your food. That's a good point. Gain yank. I mean, yank on a gear hammer? Yeah, maybe if it's Walter White's birthday. And my name is Skylar. What? You know, in the first episode, he gets his gear hammer yanked on his birthday? And then Jesse Pinkman's like, yo, Mr. White, I heard you got your gear hammer yanked, bitch. Science, bro. That is an all-time moment in cinema. Listen, am I that bad at the game people are leaving comments like this? Look to see if there are situations where negating the text on a card can gain you an advantage. It's like getting chess coaching and there's like a mate in one. And they're like, is there a way that you can checkmate your opponent this turn? Ah, I never thought of that. Listen, buddy, I've been here all day. Just tell me what to do. Why is everyone saying, oh no? We're smoking this guy. What's the problem? The guy buffs you as well? Well, be that as it may. This guy's got Super Bomba on him. You could have killed him super quick. You're so annoying. I'm just gonna go. I mean, it's not... You shouldn't say it. But it's so annoying. You gotta put yourself in my shoes a little bit. People begging for Wildfrost all stream. When is this segment gonna end? Give me Wildfrost. As soon as Wildfrost starts, just non-stop. Like, I hate what I'm watching. Just stop. Get a clue. You're going crazy, man. You gotta relax a little bit. You gotta know what actually makes you happy. You seeing all the +2s I'm getting here? I'm whipping them into a damn frenzy. My boyfriend misses when you used to sing more. I'm here to introduce your boyfriend to the concept of something. They're called songs. They were recently released. They've been released for a while now. I think they were invented in like the 1950s or something like that. Anytime you want to hear someone sing, you can just go look it up. You could type songs into YouTube and just... I'm honestly a little bit jealous about what you're going to experience. Like, imagine not knowing about the existence of songs, man. Holy shit, why bother with Twitch? Well, wait a minute. Did you see Kate's tweet about you being turned on by her cutting out coupons? I didn't have to see the tweet, I lived it. I made the comment in real life. Please explain. What is there to explain? I'm already attracted to my wife. Then I love Costco. I go out to the kitchen counter, and then all of a sudden, there's just 3 awesome coupons on the counter for executive members only. What's not to like? Costco has coupons. Are you not getting your Costco Connect, brother? You're not getting Costco Connect magazine? It's one of the premier magazines for learning about the Costco experience. Now you're on 3 life. The sack works, but then we would hit you with the smackback, which would be devastating. No. Wait a minute. But you don't do any damage, but you still probably apply some frost. I gotta try. Lord, forgive me for what I'm about to do. Bushu, live, please. Rip. But that's the rip where I'm like, I actually just don't know, like, what I could have done, honestly. Like, I feel like we sort of... That's not like I got the numbers mixed up. That one is like, it's just crazy. Like, I made the greatest deck of all time. I'm sacking you. I'm giving my dude thorns. Maybe there's a chance in this for us somewhere. Give me a June to tank a hit. Oh, well, that's bad. Dude, barrage overburn is impossible. Yeah, like you simply need ink. But that was the second best run we've ever had. It might have even been the best. That is probably... I'm going to see if I can find some time to record some Wildfrost for YouTube. I'm not playing this on Twitch anymore. That's... I'll tell you that for free. Quote attribution, Bo Horvat. You said that yesterday? And I said it again today. We'll see if we play it this week. You wanna make a bet? I'll put down $1 million in USDC. You put down 1 Bitcoin, okay? We'll see. If there is YouTube Wildfrost, though, it'll be a few days away. Because my baby's not back in daycare until... May the 8th? So honestly, I wouldn't hold your breath. But we'll see what we can do. May the 8th be with you. So true, Chibli, so true. So Banter is back. You need the right game for the Banter, that's the thing. Everybody is like, we'd love to have more Banter, but then the games they suggest are like, hey, it's a 8x8 grid auto battler featuring your favorite characters from Genshin Impact. Every character has a species, a class, a job, and then 17 different perks you can choose from. Can you just play this, and then the entire time you play this, I'll just be inundating you with questions about like what your favorite brand of Melba toast is? Okay, I'll send you over to my wife's stream. Enjoy yourself, and I will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pre-flights. And I'm going to be high as a kite by then.
Whoa, thank you, Ryan, for the raid, and thank you, Watanabe, for the gift subs. Thank you very much. I really like the Mad Moon clip. Thank you, Watanabe. You know, remember yesterday when you guys were like, Mad Moon! Mad Moon! And I'm like, what is Mad Moon? What is this? And then I forgot to check it out. And then you posted it on Twitter. So I was able to check it out from the Twitter. And my god, Mad Moon was great. Cause Ryan goes like, huh? And she goes, huh? It's so good. What is it? Okay, so we still don't know what Mad Moon is. But the greatest thing about the clip is that Ryan goes, well, she goes like, Mad Moon. And then Ryan goes, huh? And then Luna owns him by copying him. And she goes, huh? And she goes, Man Moon! Did he win the chess game? I didn't know he was playing chess. Did he win it though? Did he win that? Did he win that game? Oh, he did. Oh, okay. I thought, cause you said it was like bad move or something, and I was like, oh, maybe he was making a bad move.
Huh?
I saw a mad moon. I did saw a mad moon.
Huh?
I saw a mad moon. I did saw a mad moon.
Huh?
I saw a mad moon. I did saw a mad moon.
Huh?
I saw a mad moon.
It's so good.
I did saw a mad moon.
I didn't catch that stream yesterday, but my God, thank you for this. And you know, I don't know, I'm sure this happens to other babies, but not all babies. May I just say, whenever I'm outside with Luna, I mean, of course, she has a crazy good fashion sense and very cute face. People, like anytime we are outside, people will always look at Luna and be like, oh, she's so cute. And like, or they will be like, oh my gosh, look at her, she's so cute. It's just non-stop. Like, everybody looking at her. And she's like, and then they'd be like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. We were at the Vancouver Aquarium today. And literally all the people that has walked past us, they were like, oh, look at her, she's so cute. And I know they're talking about me, but I'm sure some were talking about Luna. I'll give her some credit. I'm sure it was mostly me. You know, can't argue with this. But, you know, I'll give her some credit. She might be a little cute. And then I was like, oh my goodness, everybody say you're so cute. And then she says, well, she didn't say anything. I said, do you know you're very cute? And she's like, yeah. And I said, how about mommy? Is mommy also very cute? And she's like, yes. And I was like, how about daddy? Is daddy also very cute? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, it's true. And I said, oh, and then she said, I like daddy. And I was like, how about mommy? Do you like mommy? And she was like, yeah. And then she said, how about me? Do you like me? And I said, of course, I love you. And then, you know, before, I think the Kingston trip has leveled me up to another level of like the mom level. Before, you know, like if she broke something or I don't know, if she did something that I did not like, in like not as little as like, oh, she should not be crying, but she's crying, I'm mad. It's not like that. It's something like, you know, like she broke something permanently, right? Like she shattered things. Then I will be like upset. I'll be like, oh my gosh, like she destroyed it, and I'll be upset. Today, we went to the aquarium. I had the hot chocolate, but then I bought the octopus, the limited edition octopus cup that I wanted it for, I don't know, like a few months. But I finally got the chance to buy it because last time when I was there, it was sold out. And then literally as soon as we walked out of the aquarium, she knocked it over and she shattered it. And then while I was picking up the pieces, I cut my finger. And then if it was before Kingston Kate, I would be like upset. I would be like, you know, I'll be like, mommy is a little upset right now. Let's go home. And, you know, I'll be upset. I'm not gonna like scream at her or anything, but I will tell her I'm upset. and it's time to go home. But then today, when it like the first like when it shattered, I was like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" And then I said, "Next time, please be careful with your surroundings, please." And then I trashed the cup, and then we walked back to the car. Like, I was not, maybe I was like 2% upset. Like, before Kingston Kate would be like 80% upset. But then Kate right now, I'm only 2% upset. I felt like such a huge level up. It was crazy. I don't know how to describe it. It's like I'm like a new Kate. What crazy stuff went on Kingston? No, the thing is, I didn't do anything. That's the thing about what, like, it was amazing. My mother-in-law, I was basically a taco husband. My mother-in-law, she did everything. She looked after Luna. She fed me, Ryan, and Luna. And like, I mean, it wasn't like total hands off. Like, it's not like I didn't do anything with Luna. It was more like I got, like, Ryan and I, we were able to get extra help, right? Like, before it was just two of us. And, sometimes when our stress level is high, like, both of our stress level high, it's really hard to, like, manage. But then we were able to decompress. Like, we were like, oh, we're a little, we want to relax. And then we'll be like, go play with grandma. And then she loves playing with grandma and grandpa. And then, like, grandma loves Luna, obviously. And then they were, like, having a great time. And then here I was just, like, doing nothing. I was just watching YouTube, doing nothing. Just sit back, relax on the couch. And then, like, when I'm hungry, I'll be like, do you have anything to eat? And then she'll be, like, feeding me. In the breakfast, she made me fruit smoothie every morning. She made, I think she used, like, oat milk, strawberry, blueberry, zucchini, and she made me, like, the healthiest fruit smoothie every morning. And then if I wanted to eat something more, I ate, like, the slice of bread that they baked. I'd be like, can I also have, like, toast, please? And then they'll be like, sure. And then, like, they got that ready. And then, like, the lunch was already, like, always on time. And then, like, they would be like, oh, do you want to, like, what do you want to do for lunch? And then I'll be like, can you make me the chicken wrap, please? And then she would make me chicken wrap with the kale, like, mustard, tomato, onion, like, spinach, just, like, all the healthy stuff in there. And then, and then, like, the dinner, like, she would buy us dinner. Sometimes we bought the dinner, but, like, even after we bought the dinner, like, they picked up the dinner, they plated it, and, like, I didn't have to do any dishes, I didn't have to vacuum, like, it was just, we were able to decompress. And I think that, like, throughout the months of, like, having no outside of help, just kind of, like, it was just, like, we were, like, Ryan and I were both, like, boiling pot. Like, you don't know when it's gonna spill over. Like, that's how we felt. Like, just stress was, like, boiling, and we didn't know when the stress was gonna boil over, and we're both looking after each other so that both of us, like, don't spill over. But then we're both also stressed out, and it was just, like, like, it was no fun to be in that state. But then just 1 week of not doing dishes and, like, food getting served and having, like, a third person to, like, look after Luna while we just do nothing. Like, that sounds so simple, but it really has, like, decompressed us to a degree that I feel like I leveled up. I'm more relaxed now. Even if she does something, before I would be upset and I will tell her I'm upset. But now I'm just like, it's all good. That's the mug that I wanted for a few months. It's hard to get that one because it's always sold out. I really like the octopus mug. But you know, I'll just come back and buy another one. It's alright. I'm sure it's $16, but I'm sorry, it's alright. I got over it very quick. It's like being on a cruise where, like, the thing about being on a cruise is that you don't have to cook and you don't have to vacuum, you don't have to do dishes. But it was better because we had grandparents to look after my daughter, and it's like, I don't know how to express it. It was amazing. And then the last time, like, we were able to have date night, so it was just Ryan and I eating dinner together, and it felt so weird that I realized I had a lover, not a parent person. Like, when you have a baby, it's like, it's hard to recognize your husband as a lover. More like, you know, it's like, oh, you know, he's the other guy who looks after my baby kind of thing. Like, you know, it becomes kind of like a partnership almost. But when we had the dinner together, I was like, oh my gosh, when was the last time we had dinner together? It almost felt awkward because, like, it has been way too long. And I think it was like last year Valentine's Day. So it has been like more than a year that we had dinner together. And it was really good. We had a really good dinner. It's not just about the food, but we were talking about, like, you know, how we traveled a lot and went to game conventions often. Like, we went to PAX West every year until COVID outbreak, and then, you know, like, and then we stopped, obviously. And we were talking about, like, maybe we should, like, go to PAX West this year, because, you know, like, it has been like 3 years, and, like, we would like to travel or go to conventions, like, because that was kind of our thing, you know. Like, we went to PAX West every year. We went to PAX East, like, every few years, and meeting new people. It's not just about the convention. Like, it's not just about the game booth and playing games. It's more about meeting people. It's like, you say convention, but it's more about meeting people. You know what I mean? Like, it may be game devs, it may be new people, it may be the friends that we already know. You know, like, just meeting new people or friends. Like, it always is the best, and we kind of miss it. It's been a while since we met our friends, and then during Kingston we met with MALF and we had a good time.
Little aerial mist for you. Look at this mist. Isn't it neat? Doesn't it make your uninstallation complete? Don't I look like the pog who has everything? Sorry. What is it called? Javelin tackle. I want to yeet where the streamers are. I want to dolphin dive into tackle. Popping my ult when you do your, what is it called? Atomic punchline. Sorry. So, but I can't stop. I'm not gonna, just because I said sorry doesn't mean I'm gonna stop. Up where they pog, up where they stun, up where they spam mist all day for their fun. Wish I could